consecutive league scoring championship. Last man to win it prior to Michael was Dominique Wilkins in '86.
He thanked me for all the plays we ran for him in that '88 All-Star game, and he scored 40 in that one.
David Robinson picked up that foul, by the way. Mullen at the other end. He still can't find the range. Malone tries to whip it inside. It's batted away. David Robinson leaves the lineup with 4 fouls. The only true center Adelman has behind him is Duckworth, although they could move Chambers into the middle. Mullen baseline. He touched it last after it was deflected away by an East player. Next Sunday on NBC. Patrick Ewing and the Knicks at home at Madison Square Garden in New York against the Pistons. Jordan through a crowd. Doesn't get the roll. Barkley will try. East moves to within 1 at 49-48. Hardaway on the hesitation move lays it off to Malone for the bucket. King trying to make his move.
A little pick and roll. Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley. Once he gets in the lane, he's so tough. He's just had so many this game roll off the front of the rim. He's getting there, just not finishing off. Charles, with the stress fracture of the ankle, seems to be working pretty well on the offensive boards.
Well, he's played the last 4 games for the 76ers. They were 2-5 in his absence. Here's KJ back in. Malone sits down. They have 4 guys on the floor who could play guard. Mullen, Johnson, Hardaway, and Magic Johnson. Chambers also in the lineup. Magic takes it down low and gets it.
Keep in mind, Magic did a pretty good job one season when they moved him up front, and he started as center against the 76ers and wound up winning the championship. He had like, what, 42, 44 that night?
Yeah, that was the 6th and final game of the title series in 1980 at the Spectrum in Philly. The first of 5 Laker titles in the decade. Ewing across the lane. That's a move he's developed since leaving Georgetown. He didn't have that kind of offensive versatility when he played for John Thompson there.
And he's become so much more confident facing up and shooting that they complement one another. As Hardaway again goes for the 3. Now he faces up. If you don't play him, he's going to knock it out, or he goes by you.
Jordan. Off a great pass from Hersey Hawkins, who could have had the layup himself, but went behind the back to Michael. Hawkins just picked up the foul, but watch this.
Hersey Hawkins understands where he is, knows who's in the game, and knows who to get it to. The crowd wants to see Michael do it, and he certainly does.
Hersey Hawkins, playing in his first All-Star game, finds the crowd favorite.
Pete, man, what was your reaction when you missed it?
I said, oh, man. I said, what's that mean? I couldn't believe that was me, man. I just sit there on the floor. But, you know, I was so tight when what I should have did, I should have just went on just a regular dunk till I got loose. But you won't see that again.
But will we see a dunk again?
Oh, you see a dunk. You won't see that miss, is what I'm saying. You will see that same dunk.
I'll stay here till I see it, too.
You want to see it second half.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, as Neek takes a seat, it was Barkley with the rebound and the follow basket. He's in double figures now with 10 and nearly as many rebounds. He's been a monster under there in the first half. Worthy and Barkley tie one another up. 10 points, 10 rebounds for Barkley, we're told. And a reminder, at the end of today's broadcast, we'll be selecting the Miller Genuine Draft Player of the Game. Barkley gets up highest. Jordan lays it off to Barkley. Lord Charles can't hit it. Chambers might have fouled him. And Mike Mathis says yes, he did.
Last foul, number 24, Tom Chambers.
That's his first.
That's his second.
Michael at the last second dropping it off to Charles, who finds the handle, steps around Chambers. And Patrick's standing there saying, hey, Charles, how about giving me a chance for just a deuce, please?
A minute 9 to play until intermission, tied at 58. Barkley second in the league MVP balloting a year ago behind Magic Johnson, starting his 3rd consecutive All-Star game, and it's his 5th All-Star appearance.
mentioned to us that the key thing for the 76ers, we've got to get to fourth place to have home court advantage down the stretch run here in the second half of the season.
Almost no chance to catch the Celtics atop the Atlantic Division. Mullen with a quick pass inside to Stockton, but he can't hit the tough angle layup. Here comes Hersey Hawkins blowing by everybody. East in front, 61-58. Chambers has it knocked away by Jordan. Ed Rush stops play.
That's what happened if you put the ball on the floor near Michael Jordan. You're asking for trouble because he finds a way of getting over there and getting his hands in there.
Watch, after he loses it, he fouls Chambers fouls Jordan trying to get it back with the body.
Tom Chambers right now giving the West the different type of center look. The center who goes out behind the three-point line, as he tried to do that last time, draws Ewing outside and then either shoots the three, which he's very effective at, or takes him off the dribble.
Even though he hasn't really been hot, Michael now the game's high man with 15. Stockton, who's led the league in assists 3 consecutive years and is the leader this year with Magic second, finds Kevin Johnson, who misses badly, out of bounds to the east. 36 seconds left. Michael, 17 for him after the emphatic slam.
And James Worthy just happened to turn at the last minute and saw Michael flying by. Where'd this guy come from?
Stockton for 3. Barkley, another rebound, his 11th of the afternoon. East can hold for the last one. They're on a 9-0 run in the closing stages of the first half. Leading by 7, it's the biggest lead for either team. Barkley trying to screen for Jordan. Spins around, has the shot, puts it down. Here comes Stockton, behind the back flip to Worthy. Gotta hurry. Gets off the shot. Counts if it drops, which it doesn't. And the East reels off the last 11 points of the half to head to the locker room with a 67-58 lead, and Jordan closes with a rush. 19 for him in the first 2 quarters.
Well, first, watch Worthy at the last second. 42, turn. Oh, who's this guy going by? Michael finishing it off. He's so quick. He takes off from the foul line and finishes that dunk off. They cover so much ground, the great athletes. And what he wants to do is face up, get away from Stockton, who has the great hands, and he's become such a terrific mid-range shooter, 17, 18 feet. So confident in that shot.
And we're back with Pat Riley and the Prudential halftime report. Right after this, he better handle this by himself. He needs some time to get a breather.
All right, Michael, you know, you guys just kind of been sparring back and forth, but I have a feeling that it's close to getting serious out there.
Yeah, it's getting into the fourth quarter. You know, the fourth quarter is always a more competitive quarter, but, you know, it's been close, and now it's time to make the big plays.
And anytime you play, somebody wants to win.
Oh, yeah, you want to win. Now, it's fun in the first half, but the second half is all business.
Oh, well, somebody got to take control.
I know. We've been turning the ball over quite a bit. Everybody's trying to get everybody involved. That's probably why you see a lot of turnovers.
All right, man. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Bob.
Okay, Ahmad, does the difference between the winners and losers share mean anything at all? The guys making this kind of money, Mike, $5,000 to the winners, $3,000 to the losers.
Well, they have upped the ante a little bit over the past few seasons. It was $2,500 and $1,500 back a few years, and it's nice to take a little check home for $5,000.
Everyone in this game, with the exception of Alvin Robertson of the Bucks, who makes about $800,000, and Tim Hardaway, the young backcourt man from the Warriors, who makes $500,000. Everyone else makes at least $1 million a year. Some well over $2 or $3 million. So $5,000 is really just tip money for them on a weekend like this. Drexler knocked it away. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the NBA and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association. Doherty with a no-look pass to Wilkins, and he's stuffed by Worthy, but a foul.
And James Worthy turned around and looked at Lee Jones and said, wait a minute, Lee, my hand was on the ball. That was clean. Nice backdoor taking place by Neek here. Doherty sees it. Worthy up.